grab this. Yep, put that there, zap that. Grab this here little voice module, insert that, add the BBL, and oh my god, Care Baby, you're back!
Back with a vengeance, the Mac got extended. More than an arrest, I am snapping Avengers. Back from the dead, bitch, I came at the trenches. I'm scared and red, leave them dead like redemption. In this paint, paint the block red. In this paint, paint the block red. In this paint, paint the block red. In this paint, paint the block red.
Young enough to die, and original to foot. Yeah, I came from the bottom, baby, I'm not getting stuck. We should lean by the leader like whoop, 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 whoop. We should lean by the leader like whoop, 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 whoop. Yeah, cookie cake crab on the stove with a formula. We been a bikini, getting ready to sipping on the leady while I'm leaning to the passenger. Pumping up a crust like paparazzi almost every morning. It's like it's Biggie versus Tupac. It's no Biggie, I smoke Tupac, sir. My shit is told, it's a new track. I own the city and they know that.
Solid state drive-by on your whole crew. Wi-Fi guys did it bad, did a drive-through. Sending you a nut slug, plus you a hoe too. I know you getting balls dragged on you like Goku. Don't get me started on that crowd. He the father of the year to that tubby little slide pearl. I let my husband fuck you as a joke. Shit, I would say kill yourself. You'd probably break the rope, bitch.
I'm eating burgers made of light, yeah. This my buzz and this my light, yeah. But this bitch out with my woody on the kitchens like I'm Cuddy. Mr. Krabs, you know I'm right here. Puppy so racy, a peasy. I got the mag, I press delete. I press the trigger of the crab, man. I'm itching for the curse like I had an STD. You not a crab, you a rap boy. Talking to police, huh, fat boy. I catch you when he lacking any traffic in my chopper automatic, so you know it's gonna clip. I got my pearls on my neck, I'm in the Tom bucket. I got pearl giving nigga, see a calm bucket. You already saw these dipping, you can't unsuck it. Yo, daddy crap it, I'm a demon, he should run, bro. Young enough to die, and original to foot. Yeah, I came from the bottom, baby, I'm not getting stuck. We should lean by the leader like whoop, 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 whoop. We should lean by the leader like whoop, 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 whoop. Yeah.
Yeah, let's talk about the sponge too. How the fuck a fully grown man doing kung fu? Plus I heard him round that clam. Him and Squiddy hit that can and he showed him what that tongue do. Back with a vengeance, the Mac got extended. More than an arrest, I am snapping Avengers. Back from the dead, bitch, I came at the trenches. I'm scared and red, leave them dead like redemption. In this paint, paint the block red. In this paint, paint the block red. In this paint, paint the block red. In this paint, paint the block red.
Up to die, and original to foot. Yeah, I came from the bottom, baby, I'm not getting stuck. We should lean by the leader like whoop, 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 whoop. We should lean by the leader like whoop, 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 whoop. Yeah, cookie cake crab on the stove with a formula. We been a bikini, getting ready to sipping on the leady while I'm leaning to the passenger. Pumping up a crust like paparazzi almost every morning. Got my wife back with a brand new Harmon. Till that whole pearl I upgraded to a diamond. The whale pussy got a little actual style, and I know that she a stand, so I gotta keep shining. Sipping red rum like Kubrick. Hit the blast button like a Rubik's. Hit your headline like a nose grip. Breaking news, SpongeBob is fucking useless. I saw your fucking comments on my vid, bitch. Saying I can't grape, I'm a bitch. You fucking fake fans on some bitch shit I cannot stand, like the fucking Paralympics.
Back with a vengeance, the Mac got extended. More than an arrest, I am snapping Avengers. Back from the dead, bitch, I came at the trenches. I'm scared and red, leave them dead like redemption. In this paint, paint the block red. In this paint, paint the block red. In this paint, paint the block red. In this paint, paint the block red.
Probably would help if I wasn't muted. Hello there, folks. How you doing? I'm Nerdy John, host of Nerdy in the Morning, Nerdy Live. Joining me, as always, it is Squatchin. Squatchin, how are you doing this fine morning?
I'm doing very well, John. Thank you. Good morning, chat.
Good morning, chat.
Happy Wednesday.
Now, I think it's safe to say, I gotta ask everyone this. Squatchin, do you think Vosh proved the naysayers wrong? The naysayers?
The naysayers,
The
John?
naysayers.
The naysayers? Absolutely not. Motherfucker couldn't say his way out of a goddamn wet paper bag, okay?
No, you don't think so?
No, not on this. No.
Yeah. Well, before we get into the response video, I wanted to talk a bit about his defense force, if you will, the great Bosch defense force, the Avengers of our time. Let's see, we have Keffels,
Commit Keffels and Sergeant Tipster here.
yeah, and with Private Jalen.
Of
Well,
course.
how it went for them is, well, Jalen called Stardust an Indian person, a Nazi, and they have left the internet temporarily for unknown amount of time, and Keffels and Tipster have decided to back away from the toxicity of the situation, and they're really sorry to their community about this whole situation.
In Jalen's defense,
In Jalen's defense,
Mein Kampf sells really well in India.
in most Middle Eastern. Well, let me.
India is not the Middle East, Jonathan.
Well, no, in the Middle East it sells like gangbusters. Saddam Hussein was an avid reader of that book.
Yeah, of that book.
That
Afraid
book.
to say it. That book.
Listen, Squatch, and unlike you, I love this channel. Okay. Anyway, here is.
What do you mean? I love this channel.
Throwing out words willy-nilly.
If I didn't, I wouldn't be here. I would be sleeping, sir.
Or watching Peepaw, because he's still I think he's still interviewing that one dude.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah,
I was interested in that. And then you're like, bitch can call. And I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, I was interested in
fine.
that too, but it's like also Peepaw is still talking to him, and I didn't want to make the show 30 minutes late just because of Peepaw.
Half of our audience was also watching people. They would have been placated until we went live.
Yeah, well, guess what? We have people like Lady Nerd Artist in here, John Bon Zombie, who are not watching Peepaw, so. And plus, it helps with.
They might have been lurking.
It helps with consistency to stay on schedule.
I feel called out right now because I haven't streamed in a week and a half.
Well, that wasn't the intention, but maybe if it helps you get on your butt and start streaming again. But anyway, back.
Sir, I can't. I wish I could. I have artwork to finish. And there's not enough fucking time in the day. Okay.
Anyway, back to what I'm trying to do here. Tipster released this community post, and it says, for those not already aware, Vosh has released his response video to the current controversy. If you'd like to see it, you can check
Spoiler
it out.
alert, it's dog shit.
Oh god, is it ever? To the current controversy. If you'd like to see it, you can check it out at the link below. As for me, I won't be commenting on this subject any further. I've said all I've had to say on the subject, and I'd encourage my community to check out his response video if you wish to hear directly from Vosh on his positions on all of this. I want to wrap this by apologizing to the community as well as community adjacent to mine. While my intentions were good, in this situation it resulted in heinous attacks against this community and the people within it who I care deeply about, as well as friends whose relationships I value deeply, and their communities as well. As for that, I apologize. It was never my intention for any of this to happen, but it's been a learning experience about how my actions affect those around me. And and I have taken a serious mental note of that. A serious mental note. I take full accountability for how my actions have impacted the community and others. Now, Squatchin, I feel like this is a similar statement he made about a year ago. I feel like he's made a similar statement a year ago. A similar drama happened. I don't know. Do you get that vibe from it, Squatchin?
I do get that vibe. I'm beginning to think he is reaching towards Chat GPT to respond for him,
You pull a Mama
much like
Max.
Mama Max. Yeah, and also thank you, Mr. Gamer. I appreciate that.
Squatchin does have a lovely voice. Well, you know, it's not, and it's not
If you
just
say so.
if you say
It's getting used to it.
and also too, guys, ladies and gentlemen, it's not just Tipster that finally responded to everything. Keffels did too, or Koofles, as she has in
Koofles?
Koofles. I've changed my position on everything, honestly. Changed my position on everything.
It's always a great way to start a tweet.
Yeah. So that means so you were saying Bosch isn't a pedo. Is your position now that he is a pedo? That's really, I'm wondering. I wish he offered some clarification on that. You know.
Yeah.
And
A little bit of clarity goes a long, long way.
Yeah. Okay, clarity with Keffels, you know, it doesn't go well. Now, cocaine and Keffels,
Yeah.
that's a match made in heaven.
There we go.
She says, F Vosh. He deserves far more criticism for all of this. Oh, far more? I thought you guys said that everyone was being harsh and bad faith. What's that about? Now everyone's not going far enough? Huh. He deserves far more than for all of this. I don't think he's a pedo. Okay, good clarification there. But he's so gosh darn reckless. So gosh darn reckless. I am not sleeping. I had panic attacks over this. Defending him has resulted in all the 2022 Kiwi Farms misinfo resurfacing. Question, Squashin. Did Vosh was Vosh in a Discord call with Tipster and Keffels, and was he like, guys, I need you to defend me on this, okay? We have to gather our forces, and we need to defend me on
United Front.
On the
yeah,
Horse
no, I
Lolly
don't
Hill.
think so.
No, I don't think so.
I do not think he was in there begging people for assistance.
I think what had happened, I think Keffels made a calculated effort. She thought that H3 was going to look really bad.
Her clout dick was big enough to swing.
Yeah,
and
the
it was
clout
not.
capital was not sufficient enough, because she thought that she thought that if Vosh won this, all like a good chunk of like H3 viewership would go to her and him. But that's just not the case.
Yeah, it turns out people have strong feelings against certain imagery, and it doesn't matter what type of label you wear proudly on your chest. That won't change people's minds about certain topics.
Funny how that results, Squatch. It's funny how people feel strongly about some of that stuff.
Yeah, I don't know.
And she goes on to say, this is his fault. He's so effing careless because he didn't consider how many communities are close to his. Again, you stuck your neck out for him. You and Tipster did that.
Yeah, that was your choice, Keffels.
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
You could have.
You chose to tweet. You chose to do a live stream.
Mhm.
You chose to go after Ethan. And this is where the fuck around, find out chart comes into play.
You know, I can't believe I'm about to say this, but Xander Hall did something smart by not commenting on this.
Yes.
Because if you notice, guys,
very smart.
Xander Hall has been incredibly silent throughout this entire thing, and that's a good thing for him.
Yeah, because he's now not mixed up in all of this bullshit.
Yeah, and he can still quietly support Vosh, because he's not going to stop supporting him. He just knows that it's really bad to defend him at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
It's his fault. He's so effing careless because he didn't consider how many communities are close to his. He hurt me and a lot of people by literally being an effing weirdo. Go watch corn on your own phone. And a couple other ones. And here's another one. You can't blame Ethan. Vosh would do the same thing to smaller creators he didn't like in an instant. So it went from Ethan is being in purposefully bad faith and evil to, well, you can't blame him for doing what he was doing. It's funny how all changes. This is the game. Like, seriously, ask yourself, like, how many mentally ill nobodies Vosh brought on for debates because it was funny to exploit them. This is the industry. That's how this works. Do you think Vosh debated the Yankee Tanky because he's a serious intellectual opponent? This isn't even a condemnation of Vosh. This is an industry thing. And because of Vosh, I burned the last bridge I had to a mainstream creator, and that's what Keffels is probably most angry about. Is because she made a calculated move and it didn't work.
From the H3 teat.
Yeah, and you know what? It seems like Ethan is happy to have her gone out.
Yeah. He doesn't have to tiptoe around certain subjects anymore. He can say what he wants and not have to worry about his bottom line.
Yeah, well, keep in mind, guys, he's still, like, politically, he's still left. He's still going to be doing those streams where he's advocating for certain Republican buildings to, you know, be gone. That type of thing.
We'll not go into detail with those because we care about this channel, John.
Remember, I've said this since the beginning. Ethan is now a case-by-case basis for me. So he's cool now. We just have to wait and see how he behaves in other dramas. But before we get into the Vosh video, Squadron, would you want to listen to a bit of the response that Tipster gave?
For a fifth time, John? Sure, why not?
For a fifth, listen, okay, we gotta make sure our points are concrete. Our concrete points. Hey, coffee bean
Vosh
raid.
bad.
Yo, Peepaw, thank
Coffee
you for the
bean
raid.
raid. Oh, let's fucking go.
Yeah, let's go, guys. Guess what? Okay, Peepaw tried to have you all avoid this. Guess what? We're talking about horses, Mexicans, and trans people today.
Why you gotta say it like that?
Is it wrong? Is it wrong, Squatchum?
Not entirely, but just the way you said it. I mean,
there's nothing wrong with it.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm sure. There's nothing false or defamatory or derogatory about the statement I just said.
I hope not.
Yeah, but by the way,
the rest of the stream will.
I do wonder if, because Keffels made a Vosh defense video. I wonder if it's still up technically. It is. It's still up, even though she.
It is. Oh.
Yeah, and she changed the thumbnail. By the way, originally it was titled "Content Nuke Ethan Klein." It was not a content nuke, needless to say.
No, the only content that got nuked there was hers.
Yeah.
Arguments he made in previous debates. I feel like what's happening here is we have a lot of normies who aren't.
Oh my god! I instantly clicked to the best part.
You would.
Here we go. This is the defense for Vosh doing the pedo position thing.
Familiar with the debate space, and they're getting their first glimpse of some of the crazy shit that happens in the debate space, especially in the early days of this space. They're starting to see this shit and they're like, holy fuck, what the fuck is going on? But like, if you've ever spent any time in this space, any significant amount of time, some of the shit, and I referenced this in my last stream, some of the shit that people debate or some of the arguments that people will use in a debate to back up their positions are like really fucking insane. Okay, I talked about the fact that in the past, you know,
Guys, listen, okay? This is like the same, by the way, this is the same defense that like 2016 YouTubers use for their usage of the N-words. Listen, guys, it was a different time. Normies are now discovering commentary channels from back then. Okay? It was cool to say the N-word in 2016, okay? like, like, you know, what? Which... Chat, I gotta ask this. Would you rather say the N-word in 2016 or defend CP in 2016? Which one would you rather do, chat? I know which one I'd rather do.
Not gonna lie.
And my homie Tyrone already gave me the pass for it.
Destiny has done debates about incest, and Destiny has done debates about using pragmatic CP to treat pedophiles through.
Yeah, and guess what? If I ever saw a clip of that, I'd be like, Destiny, you're weird. You're weird, Destiny.
Exposure therapy. There was the infamous dog fucker debate. Like, some of the shit that people debate about is so bizarre. I even heard a debate one time, and I know some people in chat know which one I'm talking about. There was a debate one time where someone tried to argue that another person is a pedophile because they think that if your partner has a foot fetish and you go out in public barefooted, where children may be present, with your partner that has a foot fetish, then you're engaging in an act of pedophilia.
Yeah, and that's stupid, okay? Like, what's the defense here? Like, guys, you see, like, other people make stupid debate stuff too, not just Vosh. Like, what's... How is this a good defense for him? How? Oh my god, Lady Nerd.
Where is she coming from?
What Lady Nerd also 5? I know which one I'll defend, and I'll say it right now.
Right?
I love the chat.
Let's.
Like, it's so fucking weird, right? So essentially, like, my take on Vosh's previous
You have
takes is
nothing.
this, okay?
You have
I
nothing
think
and you
that
are
they
gay.
were
You have nothing and you are gay.
Oh, Pidgey with the 5 gifted memberships. Thank you so much. Who got the gifted? Oh,
Thank you,
Squatching
Pidgey.
got
Where is she
gifted.
coming from?
Dragon, Dracula Moon, Asmo, Slimzy, Nuclear Winters. Thank you all
Let's go.
Where is
Thank
she
you so much,
coming
Pidgey.
from?
so much. By the way, guys, those were the gifted memberships that he gave out, are the $5 Super Nerd 2 memberships. If you want to be a member
Where is
but
she
you can't
coming
afford the $5,
from?
that's perfectly fine. We have a Super Nerd 1 tier, which is just 99 cents. And you still get all the shout-outs, you get exclusive videos,
Where is she coming from?
videos early as well, that kind of stuff.
represented in a way to make it seem like Vosh was being pro child pornography or in favor of children having sex with adults, and it's just not true. Like, if you actually listen to the subject matter that's being discussed, did he use a horrible fucking analogy to make his point? Yes, he absolutely did. This is something that Vosh himself would admit that, yes, he used a horrible...
By the way, guys, here is he's gonna play a compilation clip right here. Where it's like, guys, yeah, Vosh said like CP good in the past, but like here's a compilation of him saying CP bad. Like, wow, bro, you have a compilation of him saying the most basic thing ever, that CP is bad. Say less, say no more. You know, that type of thing. It's like if you had a compilation of
completely
someone
vindicated.
saying that the sun is
Totally
hot. Like, oh my god, you don't say? What?
Let's go ahead and let's take a look at it.
The vegan games debate, that's a solid F. Not only did I not make my arguments well, at one point I made my anti-child pornography argument so poorly that it got clipped out of context and people are using it as an argument that I support child pornography.
My basic argument is that, like,
Why is child pornography
material
bad? Because to produce it, you have to hurt children.
Because it hurts people to produce it, yeah?
Producing child porn requires harming a child. The argument I'm making is that it frustrates me that liberals recognize child pornography as bad. Great, nice, well done. But then they're really, really defensive of like global commodity production chains that involve child slave labor. Like, they'll talk that off like really, really, really readily, you know? Like, oh, well, there's no other choice. Oh, well, we don't have to care about that. Oh, yeah, dude, like cobalt that's mined up is done by child slave. But, you know, like, whatever, that's just how the economy goes.
Oh, dude.
Yeah. Super intelligent takes here by Vosh, like saying CP bad. I think that makes me a fan of him, right, Squatchin? You think you're a fan of Vosh now?
I can't get past the man bun. I do not trust a man bun, John. You know this. You've known me for 4 years. This has been my stance since you met me. I do not trust the man bun.
No, you cannot. Lady Nerdist, brave take CPU bad. So brave, I know, right? You want to finish it, Iron. Oh. Stunning and brave. Yeah, stunning and brave. You got strawberry banana smoothie. Good. You should get. Well, ooh, you know what? A banana smoothie sounds really good right now. Not gonna lie. Darn it, McMuffin. Darn it, McMuffin.
But he got rid of it as soon as he found out.
In here with your tasty looking name and your tasty looking food ideas and make me hungry.
I'm willing to be charitable, give him some charitability, and assume that, okay, maybe he's telling the truth here. Is it possible I'm wrong? Sure. And if more stuff comes out at that point, then hey, that's something that Vosh has to deal with on his fucking own.
Yeah, like how he admitted to the fact that there was CP in his folder. You know, which was known when you did your first stream, Tipster, but you still went to bat for him.
Well, he didn't want to look at the images to verify. He just wanted to blindly support this person with a larger following than him that just so happened to be friends with Keffels.
Like, I ain't saving your ass if more shit like that comes out, okay?
Oh. He lost the tipster defense. What's Vosh gonna do now? Vosh is done with now.
Over.
Yeah, it's so over.
It's so over.
Yeah. Man, Vosh is... I'm sorry, man. Without Tipster, his career is done.
It's over, Tipster.
He really needs Tipster's 100 viewers.
At that point. But, like, honestly, like, I really truly think the internet is so quick to attribute things to malice when, more often than not, it's just ignorance or fucking stupidity.
That's right. It wasn't malice, Squatchin. It was ignorance that led Vosh to right-clicking on an image where a little girl is taking it from a horse private member.
Yeah.
It was ignorance that led him to do that. It wasn't out of malice. That's insane. No. Why would you say it was out of malice? It was only... Listen, when Vosh saw that image, he only had the best of intentions, okay? He was thinking nothing but sunshine and rainbows when he saw that image. He thought that was just a really extreme way of showing that friendship is indeed magical.
And let's be honest, if you've seen that clip, he looked really fucking stupid in that clip. Now, some people have used this as an opportunity to misrepresent.
Okay, so, now, for this part right here, we're not really going to defend Keemstar that much, but there are statements that we want to clarify. That Tipster tries to lessen the blow of last year. That one. Turns out you might have CP on your computer and for all that, I'm out. Tipster Shark Tank 2024. Of course, ignorance led Vosh to downloading CP on his computer. Of course, Mr. Gamer. And McMuffin says she did nothing wrong.
Present some things that have happened with me in the past and try and not only dig up old arguments that I made and misrepresent them again, but also tell the story in ways that isn't accurate to the truth. An example of that we can take a look at here is this Twitter video that Keemstar sent to AB, who is part of the H3, I guess you could say their production team or whatever. But let's play this video and I'll address these points word for word as we go along, at least the parts that pertain to me. So here we go.
Things you need to look for. Tipster, all right? Not the first time he's defended Lolly. Almost a year.
Which, by the way, I didn't actually defend Lolly. We'll get in.
That's right. He didn't defend Lolly. He defended Shota.
Big difference. Totally big difference. It's
difference.
Very, very, very different. The two cannot be compared in any way.
That is correct, Squash, and that is absolutely correct. Okay.
Yeah. It's not like they're both underage, just different genders.
Right. And, they still fulfill the same weird desire people have.
To that in a little bit.
The day one of his moderators posted on Twitter a picture of Lolly. Now,
again, it wasn't. They didn't. To clarify, they didn't post a picture of Lolly. They liked an image of Shota. Major difference. Major difference. And Tipster, as a result of that, totally as a way of saying F you to the community, didn't totally go on a liking spree from that artist. No,
Yeah,
totally didn't.
not in solidarity with Rum. God, no.
No, not at all.
That would never. Tipster would never do that.
Yeah, and it totally didn't take him being yelled at by Xylee for like an hour to him to concede. No, totally did.
That's wrong. Leave it to the guy who runs Drama Alert to 14 seconds into a video already get it wrong. I'm going to summarize this, but if you guys want the full context, I did a video on this last year that you guys can take a look at. It's this video, my response to the drama. I'll link it in the chat, and I'll try to remember to put it in the description for the YouTube video as well, if you want the full context. But just to summarize what happened. I had a friend, she's an artist, she follows several other artists on Twitter, so art is constantly shown in her Twitter feed, stuff gets retweeted into her Twitter feed, etc. Okay? And so while she was scrolling through her feed, according to what she says, she accidentally liked something that the community later deemed to be lolly.
It's not that the community deemed that it was lolly.
The artist came out and said it was an underage boy.
Yeah. It was lolly / Shota. It wasn't something that look. It wasn't like the cabal of commentary, got together and was like, yeah, guys, we're gonna deem it be lolly because we don't like Rum. No, it was, and again, like Squatchin said, people translated tweets from the artist because the artist is, I think, originally Japanese, and yeah, it was definitely lolly Shota in that area of nasty stuff. Pigeon Salad. I didn't defend drawn CP. I defended an artist's depiction of CP. Big difference, Tipster. I could see Tipster making that argument, though.
Yeah.
Also, Tipster clearly didn't defend CP by trying to write it off by saying, women have small tits. Nope, Tipster obviously didn't do that. No, not at all. What are you saying, Pigeon Salad?
Never.
What? Sanity, you're speaking. Sanity, good sir.
Okay. And so they started attacking her for this. And she came to me in a panic in a Discord call. And she's like, I don't know, like, what the fuck, like, to do. Like, I'm freaking out. And we talked for like a solid hour about this situation. And ultimately, what I decided to do was I decided to defend her because she was.
But yeah, by the way, you should have waited. Because guess what? Instead of getting into the debate of like whether or not it like wasn't really lolly. What you should have done was what Now Recording did when they were still good with Rum, is say she accidentally liked it. That's all you had to do. You didn't have to do. That's why people were that's what people were trying to talk to you about, Tipster. It wasn't that you were defending Rum, you were defending the image. Because you were like, oh, well, like, have you guys never seen a small-breasted woman before? Have you never seen a petite woman before? By the way, same arguments that Flamenco makes, by the way.
Yeah, that's probably why someone asked if Tippy and Flam were going to go bowling sometime.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then Tipster says that Flamenco is a pedo, which, if he's a pedo, wouldn't Bosch be a pedo because they consume the same type of material?
Yeah, but Tipster doesn't like flamenco.
Oh, yeah,
so that's why it's easier to label him as a bad thing.
Yeah, very true. I forgot about that crucial detail there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
sure. Tippy will be in your corner up until he doesn't like you anymore, and then he will turn around and disavow everything you've ever done, including the things he's previously defended you for. Like
he totally didn't do that with Turkey Tom. There's totally not a Twitter video of him like defending Turkey Tom's freedom of speech.
Or Nick.
Yeah.
Or Augie. Or Bo Blacks. Or Xylee. I can go on. I mean, I can continue.
The examples are aplenty. Sure.
Yes.
Because Tipster totally isn't a spineless snake who like tries to morph into whatever community he's in so that way he can gain brownie points.
I've been saying for a while that motherfucker was a liquid. He just regurgitates the talking points of whatever community allows him to exist near them.
He waits until everyone gives their take and then he gives his take. He waits to see what the popular opinion is. Unless it involves a woman, and then he's brave enough to have his own opinion on it.
Oh, yeah.
Which is totally not weird in hindsight.
God,
being called a pedophile and a lolicon, and I know that she is not either of those fucking things. So I defended her, and I also said, I don't even know if this qualifies as lolly. Like, that was essentially all my...
Yeah, Tipster, you did say that, and that's where everyone was like, Tipster clearly is.
argument was at the time. I don't think my friend is a lolicon or a pedophile, and I don't even know if this qualifies as lolly. And
What you should, again, to reiterate, you should have done the safe bet and just said that she accidentally liked it, like what Now Recording was doing.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure that's the explanation that she gave them.
Yeah, that's legit the explanation, but like the fact that
And it's believable too, because I've been scrolling on Twitter and
you've
accidentally
liked
liked the
stuff.
post.
Yeah,
And
I've done it
yeah.
before. Like, that's the thing, Tipster. You always go a step further than you need to, and that's what gets you in trouble in a situation.
Mm-hmm.
And
it's just
He
weird that you get
over-defends.
yourself consistently involved in the same type of topic. We have
Mhm.
the rum situation. We have the Cub situation. We have the Vosh situation, and we have the situation involving that girl who looks like she's 8 years old.
Mm-hmm.
Tipster, why do you do this to yourself, man? That's the thing too, guys. Believe it or not, I want to like Tipster. I used to be a fan of Tipster when I started out in the community, right? I wouldn't say me and him were friends, but we were friendly with each other.
The chat was fun.
The
I
chat,
liked chat.
it was a good old time. And Tipster, man, just stick to gaming content, man. Why don't you ever just stick to gaming content? Once his political grift ends, what community will he blend into next? I could see him going back. Like, I can see him going back to the retro community. I don't know.
I could see him breaking into the YouTube cooking community.
He can make that menudo that he's been trying to get, you know?
Yeah.
Also,
Like,
the artist, not rum.
why
Obviously,
did
sorry, go ahead.
why did Tipster leave the retro gaming community to begin with? What was
during
the
Suzy Lou
controversy
stuff.
there?
Like, he started covering the Suzy Lou stuff, and that just got big for him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because like Suzy Lou stuff started out as like gaming controversy. Because I think at that time Tipster went from reviewing games to like being sort of like a gaming news channel, and so like if something's happening in the gaming community, he's going to report
Then he
on
went
it.
to gaming commentary, kind of. And then
Yeah. He's sort of like what Rich of Review Take USA used to be before he switched to just streaming.
Oh,
those questions somehow got spun into...
see, that really doesn't put
me
anything
defend-
into perspective because I never watched Rich either.
Oh, okay. Well,
Like,
yeah,
I missed the whole Suzy Lou arc. That was before my time.
Well, basically, just like imagine commentary video, but for gaming news in particular. Like,
Okay.
Xbox isn't selling the Xbox One anymore, like that type of thing. You know.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Defending lolly, which is not the fucking case.
Or that moderator could even...
And again, my friend did not post the picture, as Keemstar just said.
She liked it. She liked it.
My friend liked a picture on Twitter by accident, and as soon as people brought it to her attention, she unliked it.
respond. Tips
Yeah, and then you defended the image and went on the liking spree of the artist. Tipster always leaving out those crucial details right there.
Yeah.
Tipster. He's going to
He's
the
never
anime
gonna learn, is
community?
he?
Oh my god. Yeah, he's never gonna learn. No, Iron Duck. He decided to.
Yeah, he
leave
threw out
the
all
anime.
his anime.
Yeah, that he totally
makes
didn't pick
him
back
feel
up.
Tipster started defending her left and right. Then
Yeah, I did defend her, because she was my friend.
the moderator realized, oh my
That's Tipster's problem. Is yeah, I defended her. She's my friend.
God, I posted lolly, I'm in the wrong, and apologized and deleted the tweet. You know what Tipster did? Double down, triple down, and still defend her. But
Yeah, because they continued to attack my friend, so like I was defending my friend.
that's not it. Also, Chris from Mr. Beast.
This is the one that really ticks me off.
Yeah. So apparently, I was kind of out of the loop on this part in particular, but I guess Chris, from Mr. Beast, who's now transitioned,
Mhm.
they were gifted a piece of art by Shadman. If you guys know who Shadman is, you can see where the problem is. Squatchy, you know who Shadman is, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, and
Wish it didn't.
I guess Tipster made a TikTok video where he defended Chris getting the art. It's a whole mess right there. And also, hang on, here we are. This is the part I really want. Again, the girl who's like in her 20s, but she looks like she's 8 because of deformity. Here we are.
Not looking at in my coverage of the situation. The tweet in question says pedos aren't attracted to people who look young. They're attracted to people who are young. By that logic, anyone who is attracted to Kiwi Sunset or Belle Delphine is a pedo, shaking.
Well, Belle Delphine is a petite woman. There's a difference between being a petite woman and literally looking like an 8-year-old.
And being a child.
Yeah, literally an
Like, what
8-year-old.
My head. Now, if we
Yeah.
scroll up and look at the full conversation, we can see that I quote tweeted a tweet by Perez Hilton. This is the original article I was responding to. The tweet says, this new TV show is so perfect for TLC and their viewers. The title of the article is, I'll just bring it up here, Man Defends Dating Grown Woman Trapped in 8-Year-Old's Body After Viewers Call Out Red Flags, okay? In my quote tweet, I said, she's 23, he's 26. But because her disability makes her short and look younger, him dating her is a, quote, red flag. This is literally the dumbest shit I have ever heard. People are so desperate for a pedo hunt that they're turning two adults dating each other into a pedo situation.
By the way, guess what?
Kind of like what Tippy's been doing with, Boogie and Desi,
Or
and Keem and Brantley.
Yeah, Keem and Brantley, yeah. And also too, guess what? A year before that article, when the show was like, cause like this show's been on for like 2-3 years now. When the show first started out, the parents and the girl herself were like, yeah, we're super afraid because like it's not that people don't like. Well, first off, it like the dating pool for her is small already, right? And then when you get into the people who are willing to date her, it's usually a lot of creeps. That's admitted by the girl and the parents themselves. So they are really worried about any dude that starts dating their daughter. And Tipster's like, yeah, well, like, you don't have to worry about the pedos because they only date people who are young. So, like, your daughter's completely fine, you see. Well, they're attracted. What kind of defense is that? I don't. Pidgey, look, the mind of a tipster is very complex, okay? We can only hope to understand a fraction of his brain power.
Okay? My coverage on this topic was about the fact that these two were in a consensual dating relationship, and people were labeling this guy a pedophile for dating this girl. And I'm like,
I didn't see a lot of people label him as a pedo. They were labeling him as potentially creepy, which I think is a little.
She's an adult. And
listen, it's a little justified because, like, obviously, like, given the circumstance, it's a little weird.
And so is he. I don't think this guy is a fucking pedophile. And I think it's really fucked up because some people were saying pretty much anybody who dates her is a pedophile. And my response is, so is she just not allowed to date then? Because she unfortunately has to deal with this disability for the rest of her life. She's never allowed to seek out a relationship with someone else? Are you kidding me? That sounds insane to me. So no, there was no hand waving away the concerns about her parents and her about being preyed on by pedophiles. My coverage and my comments on Twitter were about her being in a consensual relationship as an adult with another adult. You can even see me. I tried to find my original video covering this or original live stream. I couldn't find it, but I did find this stream of me doing an update to the story. You can see here, update.
But again, tipster, like because guess what? Nick, because he's responding to Nick here. He won't say his name, but he's responding to Nick's like comments and his coverage on the situation.
Can't say Voldemort now, can we?
No, you cannot. Nick made his points very clear. And also too, guess what? Nick found the article where the parents are like concerned about their daughter's safety in like 2 seconds. It was literally a Google search away, and Tipster couldn't do that basic research. Again, Tipster, you're claiming to be the news guy. Maybe you should look into the news.
Tipster News.
Hashtag Tipster News. Bro, that's creepy. Come on now. How would you be sexually attracted? Yeah, that's the parents' concern too, King DL. That's the parents' concern. But enough with Tipster. Enough with the tippy tip. I do want to highlight a tweet made by President Sunday, who I do not, outside of this whole situation, I'm not too aware of. Oh, also too, you want to know the main reason why Keffels is like backing down from the whole situation? Well, it's because everyone's bringing up, like she said in those Discord messages, everyone is bringing up her 2022 Kiwi Farmers drama, and they're starting to ask questions like, where'd the $100,000 go? And she's not willing
Yeah.
to answer those questions.
God, no.
Oh, because, yeah, it would be very, very uncomfortable questions. Very uncomfortable answers, rather. President Sunday tweets out, "You pretended that the scandal was about your poorly phrased arguments, and not the folder you exposed to the internet containing drawn CP, so that your desperate fans have an excuse to ignore the actual problem here. By your own statements, consuming the content you do is pedophilic by your own words." This is exactly my thought, says Connor. However, it's kind of misleading on Ethan's part to bring up all those clips. Vosh has no reason should have no reason to have any out on this. He's in the wrong for the folder. End of argument. I don't like the bigger picture argument falls flat. Well, the reason why people were bringing up the other clips of him saying that is because in hindsight now, it's really bad. It's really bad in hindsight for all those clips to be out there while he has that on his computer, Do you think Voss was smart enough to have like a hard drives wipe, or do you think he still has like everything on his computer? Like, yeah, nothing else is gonna happen.
Well, I'm pretty sure I saw a tweet of someone, like one of his fans or whatever, saying, "Vosh deleted the images. What now? Now what do you have?" Or something along those lines.
Yeah, guys.
It-
Listen, he deleted the images of children on his computer. So what do you do about it now? Checkmate,
now?
atheist.
Check the trash bin.
Yeah.
Because like Tipster with their anime, Vosh probably reached in the waste bin and picked it back up.
Well, even if you wipe, like, I'm pretty sure it takes some longer, but even if you wipe hard drives, the FBI can still find old data on your computer relating to that, because like the hashes that are in it.
Yeah, he stuck a giant magnet to it.
Everyone was bringing up the HRT, the Cowboy Rant server, the 100K. She scammed out of fans, the trans people's note that mentioned her, and Brianna Wu. Yeah. Keffels. She loves ragging on other people, but as soon as you rag on her, it's too far. Too far. Yeah, we're also gonna be watching this at 2 times speed as well because I can't stand Vosh.
Yeah, please. For the love of God.
This is a video I probably should have made a long time ago. There are two main reasons why I haven't. For one, everything we're about to talk about has been discussed over and over and over.
Oh my god, he was kind enough to chapter everything. Here we go.
Thank you, Vosh,
Taxes.
for doing the bare minimum.
Thank you, Vosh. Yeah, because all this right here is him trying to explain away the clips, really, which is, like we said to begin with, not the main reason why people wanted him to explain everything. It's simply because, well, you had CP on your computer. The taxes folder, as he's calling it.
So after all that, now we finally arrive at this most recent drama, the incident that lit a fire under Drama YouTube, and is, to my mind, the only thing I've done in the past 4 years that actually looks bad. It's pretty fucking embarrassing, to say the least. So there I was, streaming.
It only looks bad. It only looks bad. Trippy Savage with a 5. Yo, Trippy, thank you.
Hey.
Read that out real quick. It's still no longer hypothetical external hard drive. Oh my god.
I mean,
no, dude, yeah. The point is too, like, all the FBI has to do is, like, look at that clip and go, what's that horse doing to that young girl there? Like, but I love his defense too for it. Like yeah. Well, you see, like I was so focused on the horse, the horse penis that I didn't notice the child. Like, what kind of defense is that, Squatch?
A piss poor one, John. Holy shit.
Yeah.
A few weeks ago, browsing a men's fashion site. I wanted to look at an image more closely, so I right-clicked to open the image in a new window, but then accidentally instead clicked the Save As tab in the right-click drop-down menu. Now, because I am, as has been extensively demonstrated in this video, a fucking idiot, my preferred strategy for keeping my desktop clean is to keep a single big folder called To Be Sorted, where every image, document, music file, whatever I happen to download.
But mostly porn. You said it yourself, it has like 85% porn in it.
Gets sent. This is an insane thing to have as a live streamer, but, you know, there you go. It's me. So I hit Save As, and
folks, that's why you never do direct capture on your computer, by the way. Never do direct capture. Always do window capture. It causes some issues, but in the long run, guess what? Your files don't get leaked.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, he was fapping to the horse. Only the horse nature documents would get him there. The we children were crucial for... Oh my god. Iron Duck. Don't forget the short stack goblin. Yeah, he's like... Yeah, no, that was his defense. Like, listen, I thought it was short stack. I thought it was a short stack goblin.
a half second later, a preview window of the folder and its contents popped up on stream. And now, of course, that folder had porn in it, so I immediately ended the stream and deleted the VOD. Even if it weren't just embarrassing to make a mistake like that as one of the largest political live streamers on the platform, it's TOS. You got to delete the VOD. So I stream with no delay, and folks are always screen capturing the feed, so I knew the contents of my to be sorted folder and the preview window were irrevocably public knowledge. But to be honest, that didn't really bother me too much. It was...
It doesn't bother you that people now know that you consume CP. No, it totally doesn't bother you. Does it? Like, what? Buddy.
Bruh.
Buddy. You see, like, this is like... This dude has such a big ego that, like, he thinks nothing can affect him. And to a certain extent, he's kind of right on that. Because when you're a political person... the people who love you really love you. Like, for example, the only reason why Jalen is staying silent on all this now is because of her mental breakdown that she had. Don't worry, she'll be back before Tuesday. She'll be back before Friday, probably.
I mean, give it a week.
Yeah.
It'll be alright.
But she's still she still likes to defend Vosh. She only burned the bridge of Keffels and Tipster. She's still a pretty big fan of Vosh because to her, he's an intellectual powerhouse who is somehow entertaining. Bosch's diehard fans are not going to go anywhere, but it's good to make fun of him, and you know what? I don't see him really gaining much of an audience. Maybe I'll be wrong, but my personal take is I don't see him gaining an audience outside of this, because he mainly relies on people inviting him to panels for serious intellectual discussions, and if people just have him on to make fun of his folder and to call him a pedo, his career's done.
It was embarrassing, sure, but mostly because it made me look like a careless idiot, not because I was ashamed of the, like, furry demon monster GF big dick porn stuff I knew I had in there. You know, I rambled about...
And the fact that... Oh my god, Pidgey with a 5, here we go.
Let's go.
Yeah, there's a reason that Vosh kept CP next to his taxes. It's to prevent Chris Hansen from coming after him. He can't catch what he can't evade. Oh my god. True. True. Yeah, Mr. Gamer, I was there. I was in the call. But yeah, she had a mental breakdown because of that debate, and then she left.
About liking all that stuff on stream before, not a secret. And I thought, you know, maybe, in a way, this fuck-up would come across kind of charming. You know, like, that's my...
Charming? You thought this would be charming? What?
How? How does someone think something like that is charming?
You know, nerdy.exe trying to relocate processors. Gosh, you're
404. Brain cells not found, Vosh.
Yeah.
Come on now.
how. I want scientists to study his brain. How does someone so smug, um, Jesus Christ, she's an idiot.
This is
She's
what
an idiot.
participation trophies get you.
Mhm.
I always thought they were a bad idea.
Now, this is what allowing people to like have a doctorate in political science gets you.
My stream,
Yeah, I
that fucking
blame
idiot right there. My
post-secondary
community
education. Fuck it.
was already making a big joke of it by the time I went live again. Of course, I knew as
This
soon as the
wouldn't have
folder
happened
opened, I
if
was-
Vosh had become gone to trade school, taken a trade,
Mhm.
and became a plumber. He'd be too busy making money
Oh yeah.
to look at horse lolly.
I know. Imagine like the alternate future, the alternate universe where he becomes a plumber, and like you ask him about horses, he's like, horses. I don't think about horses. Now, if you excuse me, I gotta fix this pipe.
stream, that it would be pretty easy for people to lie about what it contained, to stir up drama or cause me trouble.
No, people weren't lying about what's in it. They saw what was there by the screen capture. There was no lying to be had.
Or for any other reason. So,
Uh-oh. Lady Nerders with a 2. Now we know who's who has a bad dragon stockholder. Oh my god. No, 1000%. This video isn't for us. It isn't for the normies. It's an excuse for his fans to say this is what happened. He's flat out lying. Like the whole internet doesn't see the degenerate stuff. Yeah. Oh my god. He wouldn't be a plumber. He'd work on a ranch. Oh my god. He'd be a little. Oh my god. Minna, no. Minna, don't write those fanfics. Don't write those fanfics about Vosh, Minna.
So when later on in that stream, one or two people came to chat and they said, hey, there was lolly in there. And, I figured they were just causing trouble and I banned them. Of course, we know where this is going. By the next day, I had learned from what felt like the entire goddamn internet that 2 of the images in my folder preview window were actually from a well-known lolicon artist.
Yeah, and if you have 2 of those in your like what the folder we can see, right? And like you said it yourself before, 80% of it is porn. How much of it is lolly? That's what I'm wondering, right? Squadron? It's like if 2 just from the preview are.
And therefore, definitely it intended to be lolly shit, which has to be the worst possible way to find out about that sort of thing. Now, obviously, the accusation here isn't just that I had those images saved. That part's true, not really an accusation, but also that I must have known that they were lolicon and saved them because they were lolicon.
Yeah, because, well, guys, I don't know if you all, but it's usually pretty easy to tell when an image is lolly. It's actually really easy to tell. You go, oh, that looks like a child, and you move on.
Yeah. Some of the key features of children depicted in anime are large eyes and
Yeah, it's really easy to spot,
the extra little twinkle in the eye signifies what youthful optimism or some garbage like that.
Yeah.
Or
Well, also too, his defense of it being, oh, I thought it was like short stack, like goblins. Okay, I hate to get into the weird weeds here, but short stack generally refers to someone who is short, right? But they usually have large breasts. So it's
yes, they're over voluptuous.
But
some
short.
would call them thick with multiple C's. And
Multiple
they tend to be over the age of 18 when drawn.
Yes.
So,
Mike the Bike knows this himself. I guess he has a friend IRL that's technically a shorts that would be classified as his short stack, and he's not talking about himself. Because remember,
No.
he's 5'6".
Oh,
No.
you're so generous. Our dearest Mike the Bike is my height.
Which is
5'4".
oh, I was being generous. Oh no.
But we stand our parody king.
Yeah,
Short kings rise up.
the short parody
whatnot.
king, yes.
Yes.
Panic pun. It's called thick.
Exactly. See,
Hannah Clark
multiple
says
C's.
Hannah Clark says basically me. Oh, how short
True.
are you? Hannah Animal, how
Good morning,
short are
or
you?
good afternoon, Hannah.
Yeah, the
It's
afternoon.
over their time for you. Yeah. But you
The
say it like
obvious
that
and
for them.
For them.
What
For them.
what do you mean by them, John?
I don't know.
Predictable, but nonetheless true response from me is that no, I didn't know that. And that must not have been the impression I got from those two drawings, because if I had gotten...
It's not the impression I got.
Panic pun, I think she would beat us to it. I think she would have that covered.
If I ever said to a girl, "Damn, baby, you got that goblin body. Shoot me." Oh my god.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she would take care of that for us.
Yeah. Or like pepper spray you. Disrespecting the short.
God bless
Oh my
Concord.
god, Hannah, you're only 5 foot. Wow. I got
Nothing wrong with that.
got a whole foot on her.
that impression, then I wouldn't have saved them. You know, I mean, drawings are abstractions, and art styles and body...
Here we go, Squatchy. He's going to get into the abstractive form of art. As an artist, are you ready for this, Squatchin?
Oh yeah, I have my own style of art.
Let's go.
John, pass me that rope there, please.
No, it's for my use, darn it.
proportions vary massively, even for
You can
characters
use
that
it
are
after me.
Okay.
ambiguously adults. That doesn't mean lolly shit isn't a thing or a problem. I've bitched about it being a problem like a lot on stream. It just means that carelessly or inattentively failing to notice it isn't exactly impossible. Yeah,
It's not impossible, but it's 95%. Like I said, it's like you can usually tell 95% of the time. I would say, you know, I think that's too far of margin for error. You know, just that guesstimate right there. But like, yeah, you see, he's conceding that it was CP in his folder, but he's like trying to be. He's like the tipster defense. Well, like it wasn't like on purpose, you know.
I still can't get around how you accidentally right click and accidentally go down to save.
Mm-hmm. Which,
on something like that.
By the way, saying that like you accidentally saved the image is like the worst defense you can possibly have, because the only people who are going to believe you are the people who like you.
Yeah.
Right? Because like when someone tells you, "Oh, I didn't mean to do this," or "It was an accident," your belief of them is entirely up to the fact that you think they're a good person or you like them or whatever, right? You have to extend charitability that, given the circumstance, not a lot of people are willing to give.
Yeah.
So it's an awful defense for any situation. It's basically
fire your PR, because that
Yeah.
was a bad idea.
It's basically saying, like, you ever had someone say to you, like, "Why would I lie to you?" You know, like, I'm me, you know, that type of thing.
Trust me, bro. It's like,
Yeah.
no, we don't trust you.
I know what some people are going to say. You know, no, you must have known. There's no way you didn't know. And like what am I going to do? Make up a fucking evidentiary argument here? You know, like I'm not putting up the images so we can argue about the pixels or the proportions or whatever. I know fully well that like 99.9% of people who have heard about this drama haven't seen the images, nor do I think those people should go looking for them, obviously. So it's pretty much entirely a take me at my word or don't kind of situation where people are free to lie about the drawings, or as I've already seen on Twitter, just post other really bad looking shit and say that's what I had in my folder, there's not much I can do about it, right? It's all totally unfalsifiable, and people are going to make whatever assumptions and inferences they want to make. All I can really say is that I didn't notice the problem while saving the drawings, the same way a person could fail to notice any element of any drawing if they were careless or inattentive or distracted. Hell, chat
Distracted
also
by
pretty
a
much immediately.
giant throbbing horsecock.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the reason why he saved the image, guys. It's because of the
Yeah.
bestiality, which is still illegal, by the way.
Yeah, that's
Yeah. The debate of whether or not it was CP in his folder, right? That's what everyone's been
Mhm.
stuck on. Make no mistake, it's still bestiality either way, which is still very much illegal in the United States. No matter where you go, it is illegal.
You know, John, I was scrolling the other day, and I'm pretty sure I sent it to you. But
no.
someone had mentioned the downfall of society, something, bring back the asylums.
Yes, you did send that. Yeah, bring back the
I did.
asylums.
Yeah. I feel vindicated in that I am not the only person with this frame of mind.
Mhm.
I don't feel bad anymore. Bring back the asylums.
Never feel bad for a
Merch
take
coming
like
soon.
that.
Immediately clocked to other drawings in the folder preview window as being AI art, something else I didn't notice, and
It's still bad. It doesn't matter. It's still bad. You see, guys, the bestiality is AI done, so like technically no one got harmed. It's still bad. Still bad. Everyone trying to have like the big, oh, I'm such an intellectual take. No. It's still bad. Still bad. Don't matter how you slice it. It's bad. King DL's like, you just had to add throbbing to that, Squatchin.
Shout out to Boblax. What can I say?
Not only is it illegal, but it wasn't illegal in Vosh's state until like 10 years ago. Jesus, that explains a lot about him. Explains a lot. Vosh is why it's
Yeah.
illegal. Yeah. All the
I mean,
yeah, because Squatchin, people have pulled up messages from like old forum boards that like Vosh used to be a part of, where he's proudly talking about his love for bestiality with horses.
yeah. God damn it.
I think we could all use some Jesus.
Yeah.
they gave me plenty of shit
Jesus
for that too,
needs
because I'm
to make a comeback.
not a big fan of AI art. I think I've done a good job of demonstrating a tendency towards carelessness, if nothing else. So leaving that stupid, least charitable argument aside, someone might then ask, okay, I get it. It's possible to make a mistake like that. Why then would you save the images? And what about them did you like? And look, there's really no way of saying this without sounding crass or flippant or whatever, but it's already pretty revealing video. There's actually a very clear and simple explanation for why, for not just those two drawings, but in fact all the drawings in that folder and all my porn tastes generally. And it's an explanation that is extremely well known and well substantiated. I'm a size queen. I like big dicks. Yeah, I was.
Guys, it wasn't the little children he was looking at. It was the dick. Simple explanation.
Looking through drawn porn like furry or hentai or whatever else. I saw big well-drawn dicks. I thought, cool, and saved the drawings, then never looked at them again, as evidenced by the fact they are in a big dump folder literally called to be sorted. That's, that's the extent of the consideration that I gave those two drawings before my community and then the entire fucking internet hopefully corrected my mistake. It's hard to even say anything about it. 5 seconds of, ooh, nice dick, cool line art, saved. And it's a whole discourse. I wish I had an answer that was more satisfying. But really, for something like this, I feel like people are going to believe what they believe. I do think there is a real argument to be made about carelessness, especially with regard to lolicon and its seeming omnipresence in the anime community. You don't have to know much about anime to know that's an issue with it.
Just watch the shows. It's actually not that complex of an issue. See, simply if you just watch the TV shows that you like and you don't go further beyond that, guess what? It's not an issue. Amazing.
Yeah. It's not hard to not be degenerate and still enjoy anime. It's not hard.
Yeah, it's really not that complex or difficult to do. Oh my god, Trippy Savage says, eugenics, we're so back, baby. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah. But no, seriously, yeah, like, I don't know what Fox expects us to do here, because I, I, I'm not taking his word that it was an accident, because if so, you're a massive idiot who should never be taken seriously for his politics ever again, because you're supposed to be an intellectual, but you couldn't take 2 seconds out of your wank session to realize that the image that you were looking at had a child in it. What? Never take people like Vosh, Xanderhall, Keffels, especially Tipster, or even Destiny to a certain extent. Never take them seriously when it comes to politics. They're just internet people. They're entertainers. Okay? In Vosh's response stream where he's like, "This is an election year. I have to give my opinions." No, you don't. You don't sway the election one way or the other. You're not important to society. You're really not. And this whole situation just proves that you're really not.
Yeah, I find it repellent, and I've been bitching about it.
He's more important than he really is.
Yeah.
And and he's growing a following, and the people that watch him think he's more important than he really is. And it's dangerous for the future of your country.
Hey, you Canadians got a couple of them guys too.
Yeah, but our dude is kind of based because blackface. I mean, for now, he's on his way out too, though.
Yeah,
he's on his way out.
Pigeon Salad says
it's looking like the conservatives are getting in.
Good. Pigeon Salad says, guys, I'm a zoophile, not a pedophile. Can we stop talking about this now? Vosh 2024. One of the best.
And this is these are the people that worship Biden. I mean,
years. Plenty of that bitching has been on stream too. But it's possible to find something repellent while also not being perfectly vigilant about it. Especially in art where stylization and abstraction can kind of, I guess, cloud awareness and judgment of the extent to which any artists you follow or people in the community might be doing sussy shit, right? Pardon me.
No, you were thinking with your dick. There's no oh, you see the abstraction of the art. No, you were wanking one out. You saw, if I'm to take your word for it, you saw a big dick, and you ignored the child that was in there.
The problem I have is this guy, his thing apparently is that he wants to have a horse.
No, it's not that he wants to have a horse. Dick.
No,
he
Vosh said he still he wants to be the entity in that picture with the child. That's
cause for concern.
I really wish I had face cam capabilities, because I'm making all these arm movements and faces and nobody can see them. So it just sounds like I'm quiet, but I'm more animated than that. One day we'll get this figured out.
One day we'll get Squatch in the webcam. One day.
Yeah.
Most indefensible position yet on this, in this video, in the history of my channel. I actually do like some anime, and there's a lot of really good shit out there in the anime community broadly, and then a lot of the.
So yeah, he's chalking up to guys, it's anime's fault. It's anime's fault that I did this. What do you think of that defense, Squatch? Yay, nay, nay.
Nay, because if that were the case, everyone who watched anime would have that mindset.
Which definitely is not the case, because guess what? Core, if now recording, watches anime. D-Max watches anime.
I watch anime.
You watch anime.
Well, D-Max is a brony. D-Max is on the fence, okay?
Well, look, the correlation of brony and anime have no relation to each other.
No, but bronies are really close to horses, so we're gonna put D-Max in his own separate category over here.
Listen, D-Max, I don't think D-Max would have anything coming out from him. Sounding like Tipster. Yeah, true, Hannah. True. But yeah, I can't wait for the next drama that Tipster gets himself into because it's gonna be the same thing every.
It's going to be the same song and dance. He's like Jessica said on Clear as Mud the other day. Tipster has a very bad habit of defending his friends no matter what. Like he doesn't take the time to think about the situation itself. He just says, "Oh, my friend is in trouble. I have to help them."
Yeah, which it's an admirable quality to have if the IRL. They don't do this type of stuff. But when most of your friendships are online and you have that type of behavior, it gets you into trouble because the type of stuff they get in trouble for is much different than from what IRL friends get in trouble for most of the time.
Yeah. Like I would so much rather have a Nicholas Diorio as a friend than a tipster because good friends keep you accountable.
Yeah, well, sometimes too, the best thing you can do for your friends is stay quiet.
Yeah.
They just stay quiet.
Rare Xander Hall W.
Rare Xander Hall W, indeed. Apparently, he's still friends with AP. And that's his thing. That's his hill to die on. He's allowed to do that if he wants.
Yeah.
Become a VTuber. Squatchin still needs a powerful computer enough to do that.
Yeah, I need a PC that can do something like that before I even think of it. But I know people that can hook me up.
Yeah,
I know people in the game.
And you know how you can help Squatchin out with that?
I know some riggers.
Squatchin, no.
That's what they're called. They're VTuber riggers. They rig the model in a way that will react to your movements.
Yes.
That's what they're called.
Yes, that's what you were implying.
Okay, my co-host on now No Name podcast is who now?
Empress K.
Exactly. See, I know my shit.
You do.
All right.
You do.
Empress
I
is
didn't say you didn't.
educational.
I'm
You're
saying.
implying that I'm trying to be overly edgy, okay?
Yeah.
Okay. It's 8:25. I'm not that edgy until at least 2 or 3.
Where is she coming from?
Lady Nerd Artist with a 10. It's not anime. It's not Disney. It's not My Little Pony. I'm not horsing around. This is BS. Leave the kids and animals alone. Touch yourself, not others. Whoa, Lady Nerd Artist with the hot takes there.
Yeah.
Forgot to say, great to see you. Hope you're doing what you're doing. Yeah. Hope you all are doing fan-dibbly-tastic. Dibbly-dibbly. Booty tooty. But yeah, that's all I have to say on the Vosh stuff. It was a great saga, to be sure. Wouldn't you say?
Oh yeah, it was just wonderful. Everyone loves a good CP debate.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone loves talking about this type of content.
Yeah. Well, I liked talking about it because it was funny. Because there's no like weird gray area. No, everyone who was defending Vosh and Vosh themselves were objectively morons about this whole situation.
Yeah, they did go about it in pretty hilarious manners.
Need more coffee before the edgy kicks in.
It's like when you step in dog poop and you're outside, and instead of wiping it on the grass like a normal person, Tipster will rip off his shoe, sniff it, and then blames somebody else.
Oh my god.
For him stepping in the dog shit.
Well, Squatchin, a little bit of an announcement. Guys, I have 3 days off of work for 3 days in a row. So,
oh god.
That means not only are we getting a show tomorrow, but also Friday. So it's going to be fun.
Friday show, let's go.
Let's go. Anyway, thank you all so much. And even though Squatchin is not able to stream just yet, We're still gonna be shouting out the Twitch channel, so that way when she goes live, you
Absolutely.
guys get notifications for it by following her.
Yes, follow. Turn on them their bells. I don't know. I don't remember if Twitch has bells or not.
They do not.
But also, this evening. Well, I mean, if you watched the Cutcast, was it yesterday or the day before?
The K-Huck.
Day before, the Cutcast. Yes. She decided to broaden the roster. So now both Toxic and myself are permanent members of the Cutcast, and you will see me there this evening.
Yes, and
We are talking.
Oops, sorry. Go ahead. Finish.
We are talking streamer awards tonight.
Nice.
We're talking red carpet.
Mhm.
We're talking scandals. We're shitting on outfits if I can find a cohesive list of them. So stay tuned.
Nice.
Don't miss it. It'll be a fun time.
K-Huck knows that unfortunately due to my my IRL schedule, sometimes a majority of the time I'm not able to do evening shows, and if I'm able to do them, not really for that long. So she actually DM'd me and says, "Hey, just so you know, Squatchin and why am I
Toxic.
I don't know why.
How could you forget Toxic
I
Piplup?
know.
What the fuck is wrong with you? I'm telling him you forgot who he was. He's gonna be so mad.
I know. And but anyway, she said I am an honorary K-Huck cast member. So I'll pop in whenever I can to annoy Maggot specifically. My job to annoy Maggot.
I'm Team Maggot, John, just so you know.
Your team, how could you? Your Team Maggot? Come on.
It's Maggot.
Yes, I know it's Maggot. That's
How
why
could
it's
I
fun.
not?
It's fun. It's fun to poke her button sometimes. But no, Maggot's cool. Maggot's cool. K-Huck's cool. Toxic is cool as well.
Better believe it.
Yeah. Speaking of, go subscribe to K-Huck. She is technically the honorary co-host here. You know, she pops in when she can. So yeah.
I mean, she's literally on the roster. But
she's on the roster.
IRL is in the way.
Yeah. Well, technically, I'm in the same boat for the Huck cast too.
Yeah.
GG Hearts, you're also Team Maggot. How could you? That hurts. I want you to know
GG,
that.
let's go.
This hurts my soul, okay? Just because I'm ginger doesn't mean I don't have one. I'm technically half ginger. I do have half a soul, so it hurts still. Just want you to know that. Anyway, that's like
over here thinking he'd be half ginger.
Oh my god, that's like the longest outro we've ever done on this channel here. Thank you guys.
Yeah, you still haven't read through the nerds.
Oh, I have not. Maybe it was a good thing this was long then.
Probably.
Yeah. I haven't been invited on this. You know what? GG, if you're able to make it on shows, guess what? You're
if you're available, you hop into chat into the call, okay?
Yes, Matt. You know what?
Because I need help ganging up on Nerdy sometimes, because Nerdy's got some of these out-of-pocket comments, and he doesn't listen to me when I tell him to cool it, and then he turns around and he says the same shit on other people's channels, and it gets them in trouble.
Well, it's fun.
See what I have to work with, chat?
Well, it's fun getting on.
Oh, is it ever, John? Is it ever?
Yeah, guess what, GG? Guess what? If you tryouts for you are tomorrow, so you better be in the call.
Okay, Iron Duck says, "Lol, half gingers have animal souls." Iron Duck just called you a furry.
What? Oh, that's it. Banning Iron Duck.
You heard it
now.
here. You heard it here first, everybody. John is furry confirmed. You're never beating these allegations.
Minna says I have the soul of a peacock. Does that help me or no?
No.
Oh my
Sorry,
God.
feathery then. You're a feathery.
So Minna, Teddy told Minna to start calling me Jonathan. And now she's on this, like, Nerdathan Jonathan the kick.
Nerdathan.
Only if
Nerdist
it,
Live.
only if like being Bring It On and it can be Jaded Cheer. Anyway, yeah. Guess what, Gigi? You're a cast member now, and if you don't show up tomorrow, you're fired.
But that really doesn't mean anything because I was fired in the middle of Peepaw's show for saying that John liked feet, and yet I'm still here.
Yeah, well, we're working on the firing process.
Yeah.
anyway.
We're working out a severance package.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah, I have to get back to artwork, so I will catch all of you guys tonight on the Cutcast.
Yeah. Go subscribe to K-Huck. But anyway,
Bye.
mask watching. I do have to thank the nerds, the Super Nerd 3s, the ones who go further beyond. That is Seth and Pigeon Salad. Thank you guys so much. And we also have the Super Nerd 2s, which thank you, Pigeon, for doing those gifted memberships. Big W. We have Squatchin, Nuclear Winter, Dracula Moon, Slimsy, Asmo, Illicit Assassin, Rooney, Iron Duck, Decora, Rachel, Gigi Hearts, Rachel again, Blinda, Dimer Boy, Hell Have No Fury, Lizzie is Baked, Rosa D, Gold Heart, Manic Maniac, Morbid Melody, and then we have the Super Nerd ones, which you can join for just 99 cents. Moody Morgan, King TL, Twilight Midna, Gaming Witch, Panic Pun, John Bon Zombie, K-Huck, or the K-Huck cast, Micken, McMuffin, Lady Nerdist, Chris the Narc Spectre, Maggot Edits, Jessica Pizzle, Daniel J, Annie, Marble, D-Max, Mike the Bike, and Peepaw Riveter. Thank you guys for being members of the channel. I'll see you tomorrow. And guys, one last thing. I am not a furry. The slander in chat is too much. I gotta be honest, it's too much. It's gonna make me break.
Written in the back of my old diary, I gotta break sometime. It's underlined and red, scrawled across the screen beneath the spider ring. I gotta break sometime. I left it all unread. And the more I know, the less I seem to care. Weighted down by everything and falling through the air. And the more I hold, the less that I can bear. But hey, I gotta break sometime. Cracked inside a kiln between the firing. I gotta break sometime. You glazed it anyway. Screamed across the city from a windowsill. I gotta break sometime. That's all you had to say. But the more I know, the less I seem to care. Weighted down by everything and falling through the air. And the more I hold, the less that I can bear. But hey, I gotta break sometime. Written in the back of my old diary, I gotta break sometime. It's underlined and lead, scrawled across the screen beneath the spider ring. I gotta break sometime. I left it all unread. Cracked inside a kiln between the firing. I gotta break sometime. You blazed it anyway. Screamed across the city from a windowsill. I gotta break sometime. That's all you had to say.